When you play the Game of Thrones, you
Subscribe and like.
or you die. There is no middle ground.
Alright, hello YouTube, welcome back to the Grease Goblins YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing kind of a mixed video, right? This is going to be a theory on Tyrek Lannister, if he's alive, and also, you know, what are the Tyrek Lannister predictions for Winds of Winter if he is alive. But before we get into the video, if you guys like to like, subscribe, and comment, please do. It helps the channel grow and reach your people that might like this content as well. And let's get into the video. So, Tyrek Lannister is someone that was a, cousin of Tommen and Joffrey. And his last known appearance is he is kind of where they're doing the thing where Myrcella is going to Dorne, right? And the whole kind of royal family goes down, all the major lords that are there go down and see Myrcella off. And when they're coming back, there's a riot. Now, there's one major thing I want to talk about here is that Varys, for one, is not there. And two, the second thing is Tyrek Lannister goes missing. His body is never found. There's no ransom as if he'd been captured. And there's just nothing. It seems as though he's just disappeared. And also, Varys strangely is not here. What's going on? Varys is almost always at these major things, playing, his mummer's farce or whatever. Why is he not here? Now, I have my own conclusions that we're going to talk about in this video. I believe that Varys had maybe not planned the riot. I think that's kind of a little too far. But seeing the unrest in King's Landing, I think it's very reasonable to assume something like this could have happened. So what I think ends up happening here is Varys had planned for Tyrek Lannister to kind of be kidnapped. Now, why would he want Tyrek Lannister? Let's take a look, right? The first one would be Tyrek Lannister was a squire for Robert Baratheon. He would have kind of attended him, gone to kind of maybe the brothels with him, or maybe just went laid outside or whatever. But he also would know of what Lancel did when it came to killing Robert. So there are two pieces of information here that are very key to why Tyrek Lannister would be very important. One, he would know that Robert Baratheon was, going to the brothels a lot, and also he would know what Robert Baratheon's trueborn kids would look like because of the bastards that he already had. And we know that there was one in King's Landing. Now, two, or I guess three at this point, right? Because we already know that Lancel was helping along, speeding the process of Robert dying as well. So it's another big key point of information. Now, the third thing of why Tyrek Lannister is very important in this scenario is that he could be a puppet for when Aegon comes over to rule the Westerlands. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but he is very much down the line, which is true. But think about it. At this point of the story, who has more claim to the Westerlands, right? There are two characters right ahead at this point. The only two people ahead in line right now are Martin and Jaime Lannister. Those are the only two people in front of Tyrek for secession of Casterly Rock. Now, these two characters, we are not sure on their whereabouts, but they can easily be arranged to die by Varys. And in this way, if you look at how I did the Edric Storm video last week, Varys could have a very common theme of getting puppets for all of the kingdoms. Tyrek Lannister, Edric Storm, I believe he could be in possession of both of these two. Now, what would this accomplish for Varys? Why would he be doing this? For one, it could get the Lannisters to be on the side of Aegon after all this, right? Because Tyrek would be a legitimate heir, and he would come out saying things that I think would be another reason why King's Landing is going to fall and why Tommen's going to lose his crown. Tyrek Lannister would have all the knowledge in the world to be able to say to actually prove it, not just rumors, prove that Joffrey, Tommen, and Myrcella were bastards, and two, not only that Robert Baratheon was also murdered, or he was at least helped along by Lancel Lannister. This would get the people probably against the Lannisters even more than they already are. Aegon comes along, the gates maybe they're wide open. So that is kind of the overarching kind of theme of what I think is going to happen. Now, why do I believe that Tyrek Lannister also is still alive? Because George R. R. Martin mentions him in every single book. He is mentioned, I believe, 3 or 4 times after he disappears, right? Tyrion tries to find him directly after, and then Adam Marbrand also tries to find him on Tywin's kind of command, and then when Jaime and he's going out in the Riverlands, he ends up going to the house that Tyrek was supposed to be married to or whatever, and they talk about it again there, and Jaime ends up coming to his own opinion that Varys did it. Not for gold, not for any of these other things, because again, they easily could have ransomed Tyrek, and a lot of these other characters believe that he's not actually dead, that he just disappeared. Adam Marbrand kind of thinks he disappeared. So I think if you're Jaime and he's like, yeah, Varys probably got him for information, and we know he has the power to do it, so it makes perfect sense to me. But that is kind of where I think Tyrek Lannister is going to be. I think he's going to be a very key component in Varys' plan to give the crown to Aegon. And I think also he'll be used as a puppet ruler for Aegon as well, to keep the Westerlands loyal and kind of on their side after the war. For King's Landing anyway. There will be another war after with Dany and all that and the others, but yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this theory. What do you guys think? Do you think it could happen? Do you think maybe Tyrek Lannister's not really a big character? Or what? What do you think is going to happen? So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Actually, also, I want to say at the end of this video, thank you guys for the support on all the videos lately. I appreciate it. And yeah, now bye, guys.
If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.